Hello, this video is about how to play the media in the theater in the 1950s course. So all you do is go on into the theater. Just quickly, before you go into the theater and actually sit down to look at the video, please go under Me and Preferences and go on the Sound and Media tab and just make sure that media is checked. Right here's media, and make sure it's checked for enabled, and make sure that the volume is also up high enough for you to hear it. And then when you've made sure that that's checked, just go OK. And you can sit down on the chairs if you like by right-clicking and going Sit Here. Then you'll see the screen, and if you have media enabled, you will be able to see this little interface up here as soon as you see the screen. And I'm going to get my camera controls out of the way when I do this. So when you hover your cursor over the screen, you have go to the home, reload, here's the volume. You can mute or not. Notice as soon as I click an interface with this, it zooms me into this screen. This is for stepping away again to zoom out of it. So I can zoom into the screen or out with that little button there. This, if all else fails inside Second Life, this will open the URL in your browser. So it'll open up IE or Firefox, whatever your default browser is, a separate window. You could actually stay in Second Life and hear it in the other window. So the play button is here. This is the home. And it may very well take a good bit of time to load this media here. It's coming from YouTube, and it's going to be a web page. So it's a web page that you are viewing on this screen. Okay, so it's not the same way we've been doing media, but it's not bad. And it's Rebel Without a Cause, and it's going to take a little bit of time to load. It's going to go through this process while it's loading. So just sit and relax while it loads. It will be choppy. It'll be a little less choppy for you than it is in this video because you're dealing with my frame rates here in creating this video in addition to the choppy frame rate that you're going to see. So it's going to be somewhat less choppy than it appears on this video, but it'll still probably be a little bit choppy. You may want to make sure that this loads all the way before you actually start playing it. So then the video will display. Again, you're going to be zoomed into the screen like that. It's still going to have these ads just like YouTube has. And if you click on it, I think it can close. Yeah, I eventually closed it. And sometimes it'll pause. It's not going to be perfect. You know how to use YouTube. I know you've been on YouTube, so it's all the normal interface that you normally have on YouTube. The thing about this is if you use your scrolling device, it can actually scroll it up or down, so you want to try to avoid that. I'm talking about the roller on your mouse. If you try to use the roller on your mouse, it's going to move what you see on this screen here. So just be careful to try and not do that. Okay, when you are ready to get up from watching the video, all you do is first you're going to need to hit this little zoom back out again, the second to the last button on the right. Again, when you're hovering over the screen, it doesn't show when you're not actually having your cursor on the screen. Your cursor goes on the screen and there's that interface. So click the minus, click the minus sign. It's like you got to wiggle the mouse to get it back again. Click the minus sign and then you zoom out, and then you can stand if you were sitting in the chairs. So just stand up from the chair and then you are done with that theater activity.